Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. He has found a way through. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for...
And the shot! Goal! Arsenal!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ødegaard, Subimendi, White, now Subimendi, and it's Ødegaard. Now Timber. Rodrigo proves too strong. Bellingham. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Eder Militao. Valverde. Driving on and making good progress. White. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's had it nicked away. Ødegaard. Now it's Havertz. White. And it's Subimendi. That's going wide left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's intervened well there. And the pass is intercepted. Havertz! And he's... Havertz! Oh, it's hit the post! Carreras. Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo receives it in a good position here. Saka just eases him off the ball. And he welcomes it in. Vinicius Junior has it in a wide position. White defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Shot, surely! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Ødegaard for Rice. Spread out to the left. Back towards the middle. Subimendi. And it's Ødegaard. That's destined for the flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. Tchouaméni. And Alexander-Arnold. Oh, great run, magical! Rice with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Rodrigo, he's found the way through. And he's gone backward here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. And he was alert to it. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Arsenal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Back on the way then.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Rice, and it's Ødegaard. And here's Havertz. Saka skims one in. Howson is there, and he can get that clear. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! Gabriel getting this one clear. Ødegaard. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Played into space. Floated through. Carreras. Valverde. Mbappe. Now it's Havertz. Saka picks it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. In by Saka.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. That's a super give and go. Martinelli. Nicely aimed pass. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Martinelli, given the lift of his goal. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Arsenal are down to 10 men.
Cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his...
Oh, it rattles the bar! Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Arsenal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Madueke. And it's White. For Rice. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Madueke. Oh, that's fabulous.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's on it. Can he get... Voila! And no mistake. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Now it's Marino. It's a really well-measured ball. In with the challenge. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Mbappe.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Not the most accurate pass. He's in a great position here. Calafiori. Alaba. He's looking wide. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Merino. White. Harrison makes the interception. Camavinga. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be...
Vinicius Junior! Superb goal! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So, a breakthrough already. He'll try from distance! That is decidedly lacking.
Odegaard clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Valverde. Chouameni. Now it's Trossard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goulet. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Rodrigo. And he's lost his man here. And he's quick to get rid. And they're back on the ball again. Eder Militao. Odegaard. And that interception was most necessary. Shoots! And that is well cleared. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Passes short and sharp. It's a threat. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been... And again! And he's stuck it away! They are purring, truly purring! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Zubimendi. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. And a chance! It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden...
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rice. He's having a hit! Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Timber. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Trossard. Zubimendi. And it's White. Now it's Saka. Tries one from range. Now Subimendi. Lovely pass, but big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Rice! Howson with the clearance. Rice. Subimendi. He's going for goal! Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Goulet. Rice. And it's Subimendi. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. Well read. And the danger is averted. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? Yes! It's all becoming so easy. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Madrid visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries a shot! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Down to business again. Arsenal not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. And here's Ødegaard. And here's Martinelli. He's got away. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. He's had it taken off him. Chouameni, and he welcomes it in. He is through here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Goulet picks it up out wide. He's through here.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And here's Trossard. There's the shot! And that's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Real chance! And that's a tiny finish. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Madrid palpably stronger, better, superior. Now it's Valverde. Brahim Diaz is onto this. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again. And for sure, that was not one of his best. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
He won't be happy with that one. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz gets into a good position. He has found the way through. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Saka. Ødegaard. Now it's Saka. Oh, that's fabulous.
Saka clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Out towards the flank. He has a look out. Saka. Rice. Goes looking wide. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Distributed tidily. And it's White. White is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Valverde. And here's Rodrigo. And here's Rodrigo. And that's a good ball. Ødegaard. Over to the right flank. Now White. Now it's Saka. Now it's Ødegaard. Alexander-Arnold. Good ball, good take. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni, who has set up 2 goals. Vinicius Junior. And here's Valverde. Rice. Vinicius Junior running with the ball. Oh, cracking ball. And again, all eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Arsenal really could have done without this.
Cambio de jugadores.
Raya must save this. What a save by David Raya!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
The ball's gone astray. It's a searching pass. Eze is wide and looking to get onto this. Tchouaméni. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Ødegaard shifted it to the flank. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. Has to go back here. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's quick to return it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vinicius Junior. Good ball, good take. Forced to go back. Mbappe. Mbappe! Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mbappe! He's through. Mbappe! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that's a dangerous ball. And that's been won straight back. And it's made its way to him.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ødegaard had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Ball played right into his path. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rice. Now it's Eze. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Chouameni. This is a promising build-up. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. Looking for options for movement. White deals with that comfortably. Ødegaard. Added Subimendi. White. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that has left him in a heap. Into the channel. And it's been played through. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Valverde. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. Ødegaard. Havertz. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe going forward. Oh, really cute one. And a chance! This possibly the last play of the half. We've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the through ball. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's managed to gift it back. White. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Havertz. Oh, a delicate chip through. Eze. Bellingham.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And they're back on the ball again. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot! Has fallen kindly here. And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. This looks promising. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Some resolute defending there. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Passes short and sharp. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Bellingham. He's chosen to go back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. That's a good ball out wide. He's found the way through. Rodrigo. Now it's Bellingham. Valverde.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Timber. Now it's Ødegaard. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Madrid are having a... Oh, what has happened here? He is through here.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Good take, and is he in? He's having a hit! Oh, terrific save. Now that's well seen too. Ødegaard. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now, the ball's gone astray. 2 minutes to be added on. That is good alertness. And smartly reclaimed. Rice. Now Ødegaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your final thoughts, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, Rodrigo, I suspect will be playing pretty much across that whole front line. He has the versatility to do that. Winger, auxiliary striker. He's one of the best around in one-on-ones, and he's such a quick turn of pace. It's very difficult for defenders.
Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He is just caressing the ball. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. Howson. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
For Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Now Howson. Mendy. And it's Tchouaméni. Quarter of an hour played. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Zubimendi. Calafiori. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Martinelli! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Zubimendi. For Rice. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Rice. And here's Martinelli. And it's Zubimendi. And here's Havertz. Ødegaard. And here's Saka. Ødegaard. Now it's Havertz. It's anyone's ball now. And it's Zubimendi. Lovely, now then. Now Zubimendi. Courtois with the clearance. Rodrigo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Threads one in. And he is dashing away. And it's Timber. Ødegaard. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Saka. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ødegaard. Looking for the run. Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gabriel. Ødegaard. Calafiori. Tchouaméni. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe is having a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! The first significant strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Here's... And the shot! And no mistake. And they're threatening to fly away here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are... And that is all they have time for. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
The second period is on the way. Arsenal decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. He's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal may be down, but not out just yet. Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Can he finish? Brilliant from Valverde! A finish of true class! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. He's shifting through the gears here. He's found the way through. Serves up across. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a throw. Timber. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Valverde. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe! Now it's Rodrigo. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Vinicius Junior. Zubimendi. Now Trossard. Trossard, real chance! And he hits the net!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Marcó en el minuto 71 el dorsal 19. Cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both benches. So could they be onto something here? Pinches it off him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? David Raya! Oh, nice touch. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a goal kick. Arsenal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, and the shot! And yes, it's there! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Madrid visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber. Rice. And here's Trossard. Calafiori has it out wide and in space. Alaba. Mbappe. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Eze. Ødegaard.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. This is the time you need that pace.
Rice makes the interception. Ødegaard. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vinicius Junior, he's through on goal here. Gyökeres. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Shot at goal! Goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Impressive jump! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. An exchange of stares, and here we go. Oh, he's missed!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Gyökeres gets flagged offside. And that has been cleared. And the volley. Timber. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now is this the final assault? And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
So straight into the action. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. No luck with that dink over the top. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space. He needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't...
Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. And here's Valverde! Valverde! And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. He has a look up. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Referee's given a throw. It's not an especially good pass, that. Barrios. Now it's Sorloth. That's a super give and go. Backward it goes. Vinicius Junior is onto this. So it is still 0-0. Barrios. Pablo Barrios makes a dash for it. Hanchko. Pablo Barrios. And it's Valverde.
Madrid definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Jimenez. It's Koke. Alvarez. That's a delicate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it.
Real chance! It's in!
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that constant...
Alvarez! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Alvarez. Cardoso. And that was nowhere near his best. That pass has been well intercepted. Cardoso. Llorente. Llorente has the space to skip. And that's a tiny finish. And the comeback is complete. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the...
And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Brahim Diaz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Llorente. Koke. Cardozo. Rodrigo. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. And that has left him in a heap.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. The second half is up and running. Oh, he's having a go! Good try, very good try, in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Vinicius Junior, who's set up one goal so far. Vinicius Junior, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And it's Barrios. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Brahim Diaz.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Llorente. Barrios, looking understandably energised after his goal. Solid! Chouameni. Valverde. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Cambio de jugadores.
Lookman. Now there's a fine ball. That has not gone well. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options, for movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Brahim Diaz. It's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. And the shot's on here. Nicely weighted ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rodrigo. Look at the shot, surely! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have movement on both benches. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hansko, can he latch on to this? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Koke, looking for the run, and he's worked it through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's in on goal. Picks out Bellingham! And that's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid have their lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Simeone. Hansko finding himself in space. And the finish! Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Vinicius Junior. Alaba. And it's Arda Güler. Camavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good take in a good area. And he shoots! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So it... They want to be quick to recover this. Simeone. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is.
Shot, surely! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team.
It's Griezmann! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Lenormand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Griezmann engages and forces him off the ball. Llorente.
This is the time you need that pace.
Llorente looking to receive it in space. Good read, needed to be. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Aimed beyond the defence. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Showing good feet. Oh, that was vital. Hansko. Can he get it through? Lookman receives it in a wide position. Taken back almost at once. For Koke. Now it's Koke. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Chouameni.
Madrid definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Howson. Chouameni. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Baina. Llorente.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Griezmann carries the ball down the right. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Baina. Ball played for Lookman. Griezmann. Gets a good foot in there. Driving on and making good progress. Lenormand spots it and intercepts. And it's Griezmann. Llorente. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Mbappe. Mbappe running with intent. Oh, he's having a shot! And that's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Madrid restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, easy pickings there. Valverde, he's looking wide. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined. Cardoso, and he's managed to get free. Hansko is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Koke. Cardoso. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Alvarez. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we are back on the way. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Baina, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Baina. Now it's Alvarez. Valverde. Tchouaméni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Brahim Diaz. Mastantuono. Now it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni stood his ground strongly. And he was alert to it. And the counter is on. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Can he spark a counter here? And he has been fouled there. Now it's Alvarez. Good ball, good take. Hansko looking to hit the byline here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Eder Militao. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Brahim Diaz. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Baina with the foul.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
The
dorsal
two
30,
coaches are signalling
el dorsal
changes
3,
here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 14, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 21.
Keeper is right
Serán
behind it.
sustituidos
I
por
was expecting him
el
to play it in
dorsal 15,
until I
el
saw his
dorsal
run-up.
22, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 4,
That's so good
el
and so
dorsal
often seen
5.
nowadays.
Cambio
Don't
de
give them
jugadores.
time to think on the ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Carreras. Lookman has got himself a free kick.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And it's Barrios. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lookman is onto this. Gives it back. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Just about up to 75 minutes. Lookman! He has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Forced to go back. Nicely spread.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cardoso. Oh, he's burst through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Hansko. Alaba does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vinicius Junior looking to add to his goal. Bellingham. Bellingham touches it back. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear which. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Real chance! And a neat finish. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Llorente Simeone!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe, and he's picked out the run. He's all alone. Picked out brilliantly. Cardoso. And Simeone. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demand...
And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, a breakthrough already. Valverde. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. He's picked his way through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Baina. And it's Llorente. And he's intervened well there. Hansko. Now that looks a decent ball. Lookman has the space to scheme. Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Pablo Barrios! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Rodrigo. Knocks it into space. Tchouaméni distributed tidily. And here's Rodrigo. Tries to pass it, and the shot! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And here's Baina. Oh, Red, nice interception. There's the crossfield ball. It's a pretty loose pass. He won't be happy with that one. Lookman.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Brahim Diaz.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Valverde. Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Pablo Barrios tries a deft little ball, and he's cut it out. Not the most accurate pass. Hansko. And Pablo Barrios. Great vision. Lookman. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Koke. And it's Barrios. Lookman. Good running, strong, and Alvarez! It's and again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Rodrigo. Could move up a gear here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can spring out of defence. Shot, surely! Yes! by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. And here's Mbappe. Le Normand with a definite foul there. And that's going to be a booking. And that is high.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Jimenez. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Valverde. Rodrigo. That's destined for the flank. Lookman. Barrios. Tries from distance.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
The normal. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, well measured. Rodrigo is onto this. Big chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. And that is the end of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed. 45 minutes to change their front. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been... and again! It's fallen kindly here! And that's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. This is a promising build-up. Vinicius Junior. He is through. Vinicius Junior! And he steered it beyond the post.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
No, again, there's no way through. Pablo Barrios goes sliding in. Played out to the left flank. He has found a way through. Played in by Lookman. That pass isn't the best.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Takes the shot! Barrios. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Takes a shot! And no mistake! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's in a great position here. And the shot! Goal! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. At least that has given their people something to smile about. Nicely weighted ball. Good ball, good take. Vinicius Junior! And he's there to belt it away. And it's made its way to him. Arda Güler. Camavinga. Very nicely done. Baina. Over to the right flank.
This is the time you need that pace.
Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. Oh, good spread. And he's chosen to go back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
And it's Rudiger. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Baina. Now it's Alvarez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Tries a shot! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. The referee's awarded a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
And it's Baina. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann finding himself in space. It's Griezmann! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Arda Güler. Oh, well played. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Griezmann. Baina. Alaba. It's Bellingham. Nicely spread. Güler making good progress on the right-hand side. That's an imaginative pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rudiger. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now that's well seen too. Barrios. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Take back. There's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hansko. Threads one in. Eder Militao. Alaba. 4 added minutes on the board. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's found a way through. And he's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Koke. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that... The winners were...